Next question is 21. A SysOps administrator is trying to set up an Amazon Route 53 domain name authority traffic to website hosted on Amazon S3. The domain name of the website is www.anycompany.com and the S3 bucket name is anycompany static. After the record set up in Route 53, the domain name www.anycompany.com does not seem to work, and the static website is not displayed in the browser. Which of the following is a cause of this? A. The S3 bucket must be configured with Amazon CloudFront first. B. The Route 53 record set must have an IAM role that allows access to the S3 bucket. C. The Route 53 record set must be in the same region as the S3 bucket. D. The S3 bucket name must match the record set name in Route 53. Correct answer is D. Next question is 22. An Amazon EC2 instance needs to be reachable from the Internet. The EC2 instance is in a subnet with the following route table. Which entry must a SysOps administrator add to the route table to meet this requirement? A route for 0.0.0.0/0 that points to a NAT gateway. B. A route for 0.0.0.0/0 that points to an egress-only Internet gateway. C. A route for 0.0.0.0/0 that points to an Internet gateway. D. A route for 0.0.0.0/0 that points to an elastic network interface. Correct answer is C. Next question is 23. A SysOps administrator has enabled AWS CloudTrail in an AWS account. If CloudTrail is disabled, it must be re-enabled immediately. What should the SysOps administrator do to meet these requirements without writing custom code? A. Add the AWS account to AWS organizations. Enable CloudTrail in the management account. B. Create an AWS config rule that is invoked when CloudTrail configuration changes. Apply the AWS configure CloudTrail logging automatic remediation action. C. Create an AWS config rule that is invoked when CloudTrail configuration changes. Configure the rule to invoke an AWS Lambda function to enable CloudTrail. D. Create an Amazon Event Bridge, Amazon CloudWatch Events, hourly rule with a schedule pattern to run an AWS Systems Manager automation document to enable CloudTrail. Correct answer is D. Next question is 24. A company has a stateless application that runs on 4 Amazon EC2 instances. The application requires 2 instances at all times to support all traffic. A SysOps administrator must designate highly available, fault-tolerant architecture that continually supports all traffic if one availability zone becomes unavailable. Which configuration meets these requirements? A. Deploy 2 auto-scaling groups in 2 availability zones with a minimum capacity of 2 instances in each group. B. Deploy an auto-scaling group across 2 availability zones with a minimum capacity of 4 instances. C. Deploy an auto-scaling group across 3 availability zones with a minimum capacity of 4 instances. D. Deploy an auto-scaling group across 3 availability zones with a minimum capacity of 6 instances. Correct answer is C. Next question is 25. A company's backend infrastructure contains an Amazon EC2 instance in a private subnet. The private subnet has a routed to the Internet through a NAT gateway in a public subnet. The instance must allow connectivity to a secure web server on the Internet or retrieve data at regular intervals. The client software times out with an error message that indicates that the client software could not establish the TCP connection. What should a SysOps administrator do to resolve this error? A. Add an inbound rule-auth security group for the EC2 instance with following parameters. Type HTTP source-0.0.0.0/0. B. Add an inbound rule-auth security group for the EC2 instance with following parameters. Type HTTPS source-0.0.0.0/0. C. Add an outbound rule-auth security group for the EC2 instance with following parameters. Type HTTP destination 0.0.0.0/0. D. Add an outbound rule-auth security group for the EC2 instance with following parameters. Type HTTPS destination -0.0.0.0/0. Correct answer is D.